The year 2026 marks a massive turning point for Dodge, and one of the most iconic names in muscle car history. The Charger has taken a bold leap into the electric era. Today, we're diving into the 2026 Dodge Charger Daytona Scat Pack F, a vehicle that proves Dodge isn't leaving behind its muscle heritage, even as it embraces electrification. This is more than just a car, it's the rebirth of American muscle for a new generation. For decades, the Dodge Charger has stood as a symbol of raw power, aggressive design, and unapologetic performance. From its glory days in the 1960s and 70s to its rebirth in the modern era, the Charger has always been a muscle car for enthusiasts who crave speed, style, and attitude. But the world is changing. With stricter emissions regulations and the automotive industry shifting toward electrification, Dodge had two choices: to either let go of its legendary muscle cars, or reinvent them for the future. Thankfully, Dodge chose reinvention. And the result is the 2026 Charger Daytona Scat Pack, a fully electric muscle car that still manages to stay true to its roots. At first glance, the Charger Daytona Scat Pack looks futuristic, but it doesn't abandon its heritage. Dodge designers leaned heavily into retro cues, bringing back styling elements from the original Charger models of the late 1960s. The long hood, wide stance, and muscular fenders instantly tell you this is still a Charger. One of the standout features is the R-wing front design, a modern take on the classic nose cone of the 1969 Charger Daytona. Not only does it look aggressive, but it's also functional, improving aerodynamics and efficiency at high speeds. The car rides on massive wheels, features bold LED lighting, and carries the kind of road presence muscle car fans expect. And because this is Dodge, you can bet there will be plenty of custom colors, graphics, and performance-inspired trims to make each Daytona stand out. Now let's get into what really matters: performance. The 2026 Charger Daytona Scat Pack F is powered by Dodge's next-generation 800-volt Banshee electric platform. Unlike traditional Fs, Dodge tuned this machine to deliver instant torque, aggressive launches, and the kind of thrill you'd expect from a gas-powered V8. Reports suggest that the Scat Pack version will make around 670 horsepower, allowing it to rocket from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just about 3.3 seconds. That's quicker than many modern supercars, and it puts the Charger Daytona right at the top of the F-performance segment. But Dodge didn't stop at numbers. They knew muscle car fans would miss the sound and feel of a roaring Hemi engine, so they developed something called the Fratzonic Chambered Exhaust system. This isn't just a fake speaker sound, it's a real system that pushes air through tuned chambers to produce a unique, aggressive roar. It's Dodge's way of ensuring that the Charger Daytona doesn't go silent, because muscle cars should always sound alive. The Charger Daytona Scat Pack isn't just about quarter-mile times. Dodge engineers have tuned this F to deliver a proper muscle car experience. Thanks to the electric motors and advanced all-wheel drive system, the Daytona has incredible traction and handling. It also features a multi-speed transmission, something you don't often see in Fs. Instead of just a single-speed setup, Dodge designed a gearbox that gives drivers the feel of gear shifts, adding to the thrill behind the wheel. Modes like Power Shot give you extra bursts of horsepower for short periods, while different driving settings allow you to go from relaxed cruising to track-ready aggression at the push of a button. Step inside the 2026 Charger Daytona Scat Pack, and you'll see how Dodge has blended muscle car tradition with cutting-edge technology. The cabin is driver-focused, with a flat-bottom steering wheel, performance seats, and retro-inspired design touches. At the same time, it's loaded with futuristic features like a massive curved digital display, customizable performance gauges, and advanced infotainment with seamless smartphone integration. Dodge also added ambient lighting and high-quality materials to give it a more premium feel, making it just as enjoyable on long road trips as it is on a drag strip. Of course, an F needs to be more than just powerful, it also has to be practical. The Scat Pack is expected to offer a driving range of around 300 miles on a full charge, depending on driving conditions. And thanks to its 800-volt fast charging system, it can recharge up to 80% of its battery in just about 20 minutes when using a high-speed DC charger. This means you can have muscle car thrills without constantly worrying about charging stops. Dodge is working to make sure the Charger Daytona isn't just a performance monster, but also a usable daily driver. The 2026 Dodge Charger Daytona Scat Pack F proves that electrification doesn't have to mean the end of muscle cars. It carries forward everything enthusiasts love about Dodge: power, sound, aggressive looks, and pure driving excitement, while embracing the technology of the future. For fans of the Charger, this car is both a nostalgic tribute and a bold step into a new era. It's the muscle car reborn, ready to take on Teslas, Mustangs, and any other F that dares to challenge it. The Dodge Charger has always been a symbol of American performance, and the 2026 Daytona Scat Pack is no exception. It may not run on gasoline, but it still embodies everything that makes a muscle car great. With its combination of retro-inspired design, groundbreaking electric performance, and Dodge's refusal to compromise on attitude, this car is destined to make waves in the F world. So, whether you're a lifelong Charger fan or just someone curious about the future of performance cars, the 2026 Dodge Charger Daytona Scat Pack F is proof that muscle cars aren't dying, they're just evolving.